Books presents an unabridged recording of Countdown by Ben Mikaelsen, narrated by George Guidell.
Chapter 1. Bitter wind from Crazy Peak tugged at the sagebrush as 14-year-old Elliot Schroeder coaxed his big buckskin horse back toward the ranch. He rode easily as if his short frame had grown from the saddle. Across his lap he held a kicking newborn calf. The morning wind gusted. Elliot pulled an old gunny sack from his saddlebag and wrapped it around the bloody calf like a blanket. He clapped his frozen gloves against his pants to warm his hands and threaded his way down the rocky slope. The calf's mother followed, bawling her concern. The calf kept struggling. "Knock it off," Elliot scolded, squinting into the driving snow. "You'd be dead if I hadn't found you." He was right, too. Early snows could freeze a calf to death before its mother licked it dry. Elliot knew he was lucky to find the calf. He had been daydreaming, watching the snowflakes swirl past him like stars past a spaceship blasting through space. Only the mother cow's bawling had caused Elliot to look down. "Daydreamers wreck ranches," Dad often said. Elliot agreed, but imagination didn't switch off like a light switch. Even now, Elliot remembered every airplane and space poster taped up in his bedroom. He remembered each minute of every flight lesson he had taken during the past 2 years. Each month he saved all of the money he earned so that he could ride his bicycle 7 miles to the airport on the bluff above Big Timber for a flight lesson. He couldn't wait to solo an airplane. What would it be like being alone in the air the very first time? Elliot's thoughts never stopped there. He couldn't look up into a night sky without wondering what it would be like in space. Were there aliens out there somewhere? Thinking about space travel made Elliot giddy with excitement, especially since NASA had made their announcement. 1 month ago, with his parents watching the evening news, Elliot had overheard the words that would change his life. With dozens of cameras whizzing and clicking at NASA headquarters in Washington, D.C., a NASA spokesman had announced simply over the TV, "Ladies and gentlemen, tonight NASA is announcing the first junior astronaut program. Somewhere in this country, one youth will have the opportunity of space travel." As reporters screamed questions, the man held up his hand and kept speaking. "Our grandparents dreamed of moving westward. We dreamed of landing on the moon. What do our children dream of?" The man turned solemn. "Most children have no dreams at all. Drug addiction, alcoholism, teenage pregnancy, truancy, high suicide rates, juvenile delinquency, gangs, these are not dreams." The man paused. "Last year, a special presidential commission convened to discuss the problem of rebuilding the dreams of the nation. Based on the panel's recommendation, NASA is today announcing the first junior astronaut program." "You would risk a child's life?" asked a reporter. The spokesman replied bluntly, "America did not become great by tiptoeing on dreams. Dreams don't come from a video arcade at some mall." Even now, riding through the driving snow on his horse, Elliot remembered what was said next. "Who will the child be?" shouted a reporter. The NASA spokesman shuffled papers in his hands. "Selection will not, I repeat, not be based on exceptional aptitude or ability. Every youth in America must be able to share the same hope of becoming that first junior astronaut. For this reason, selection will be determined by a national lottery." A stunned silence followed those words. The NASA spokesman continued quickly. "Application forms will be mailed to every school in the nation. Provided a student meets basic physical criteria, any child between the ages of 10 and 15 will have an equal opportunity to become the world's first junior astronaut. The goal is to rekindle a dream." Elliot had turned his full...
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it. at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.